yellow? Why is that yellow? Okay.
That's working.
It's better. Alrighty. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to what we prepped today. So my grandson is here to help open all of these packages. You do know these aren't presents, right?
I know.
Okay, he does know. So, all right, go ahead. Where do you want to start? This is everything we've been prepping over the last couple days. Some of it you may have seen me purchase in my price research online, some of it not. But we're going to open it all for you so you can be excited like it's Christmas. Whoa, dude, do you know how scissors work? There you go. Just rip it up open. I'll pause this. Okay, and it's open. And what do we have? Oh, my Lanta. Oh, yes.
Burnt sugar?
No, burnt sugar. Did you say burnt sugar?
Uh-huh.
Read that.
Peanut butter powder?
Yes, dark roast peanut butter powder. And let's see what else we got. Okay,
All right,
go
go
ahead. It's on. What do we have here? Oh, okay. This I used to stock up a lot on, and I could do a whole video on this, but you know what? It would be a very controversial video. So I was stocking up this on this for different reasons, actually for the dogs, because if you watch my video on the dog warmer and what the vet wanted, and I started stocking up, and this was like $4, maybe $5, and go look at the price on Amazon now. It's in the reason that all of the fenbendazole warmers have so dramatically increased is because they're being used off-label, but that's not a place for this video to discuss, so you could just look up off-label uses for fenbendazole. And the reason I got one is because the price dropped to like $6 instead of $4 or something. It wasn't as low as I used to get it, so I just figured, okay, as long as it's that price, I'll go ahead and just get one. Okay, go ahead whenever it's ready. Oop, what is that? Oh, these. So,
Fire something.
Filtrete. You got the first two letters right, but this is Filtrete 3M. These are the filters for the whole house water filter. We actually, since we have well water and we have a lot of sediment, we actually have one of these outside in our pump house and one inside right before the hot water heater. And so anytime our water, slow down, every time our water pressure decreases, we kind of know that it's time to change this. So these sell for about $8 to $10 in Lowe's or Home Depot, maybe even Walmart. And I believe we pay $5 by getting them on a subscribe and save. And I like to have these backed up. I like to have extra because, you know, sometimes they may go unavailable and then I'll be back to paying full price. And so I think we probably have about 4 double packs stored, and then every time we use one I make sure to add another one, because when something is on subscribe and save, you can actually skip it for a month. You can skip it for, like, if you signed up, I want that every 6 months, and then 6 months comes and you're like, I don't need one, so you can just skip it. So I keep these on my subscribe and save from Amazon. Okay, go ahead. You're a good helper. You're a really good helper. You could be a professional package opener. Oh, what do we have?
Oh, we have some gumbo file.
Very good. Gumbo file. So I had never, ever, wait. I had never, ever heard of gumbo file. And Pat P was making a recipe, gumbo, and it had sausage and everything in it, and it was really good. And he said, hey, this calls for gumbo file, and I couldn't find it at the store. So, and I had never heard of it, even with my, what?
You said puppy.
Yeah, that's okay. Even with my, Pappy, even with my Herbicom.com, I had never come across this in, and of course in my spice journeys at Ollie's, I had never come across this. So if you don't know what this is, look at those ingredients. Sassafras leaves. These are ground up, dried, ground up leaves from a sassafras tree. And I think we paid $11, maybe 10-ish for this. We got it on Amazon. I put it on we wanted it, but it was 15% less to put it on the subscribe and save. The gumbo was already made. We didn't need it that day. So I actually just moved up my subscribe and save day, which is another thing. I know I sound like a walking advertisement for Amazon subscribe and save, although I'm not, because it does have a lot of faults as well. But I just moved up my day from the 15th to the 1st of the month, and so that's what happened. I got it sooner, and then my husband was talking about it at work. And one of his friends said, hey, I was in Walmart. Here, pick this up for you, and got him a smaller pack of the gumbo file, actually. So what I'm going to do is, we have sassafras trees, so I probably should never have to buy this again if I get those leaves and wash them and then dry them, dehydrate them. I could even freeze dry them, but that would just be too much effort. And then just crumble them up. That would be my next, growing spice. Action.
Guys, subscribers, this is called K2 plus D3.
So what this is vitamins, K2 and D3. We normally just have our D3 separately. We do have some K2. We don't generally take a lot of it. But I read an article how it's good to take them together. And on my daily specials on Amazon, this came up as being on sale for, I think it was like 20% off. And then on top of that, your first subscribe and save order, you got an additional 40% off. So when they do that, I put it on my subscribe and save. It's normally a pretty expensive item, and I know I got it for, well, if you look it up, look at the price, do 20% off, and then do 40% off, and that's what I paid. So, well, plus 15% off. 20% on sale, 15% off for putting on subscribe and save, and then an additional 40% off. They do that sometimes. It seems like they're giving it away. They probably are. And they do that to get business. Once they say, hey, look, you know what? I really like the way that worked. Then they'll do that. And the expiration date is hard to see, but it says 7/21. And I would still use it even if it were the expiration date. The next item we have...
Sugar?
Is it sugar?
White Earth Scented
Sweetener.
Sweetener
Company. That's an abbreviation for company. See the period? You try it. Go ahead. Do that one.
Erythritol.
Erythritol. Yeah. So this is the 0-calorie sweetener that people use when they want 0 calories or if they have diabetes issues. And this is definitely the keto sweetener, which is why we use it. And I mentioned it the other day, and I'm going to mention it again. I have this in my storage, but in an SHTF scenario, this adds no calories. So it's a rather expensive prep if you want calories in your storage, which I guess we all do. However, if you're diabetic, you would probably appreciate, even in that scenario, especially in that scenario, having something that you can sweeten your food with that doesn't raise your blood sugar, because you may not even be able to get to the doctor. Alrighty, and on to the next one. Maybe. Oh, good job. Shish kebab.
Yay!
See, I said the other day I should save those for you because you like them. And what do we have here? What is that?
Peanut butter powder.
Yes. Again, yes, this is the Augustin Farms peanut butter powder. And this has added sugar, where the other one here, this Hoosier Hill Farms does not have added sugar. And what do we have here?
Powdered peanut butter, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. This is the Great Value brand, which has added sugar. And what do we have here?
Peanut butter powder again.
Yes, no sugar added. Okay, so we got 4 types, which this is the video that I just did recently on the price comparisons of the powdered peanut butter, because I watched a video or live stream actually with WVPM, which is West Virginia Prepared Mind, and she was talking about this coronavirus, and if you didn't have enough food in store, which preppers normally do. However, if you were just watching her show because you were concerned about the virus, she was encouraging everyone to go out and get some food. And she said, don't go like overboard. Just get yourself a couple jars of peanut butter, get yourself some Knorr rice sides, and, you know, just something so that you can sustain yourself if you have to stay home. Kind of like the guy who was trapped in the snow and in his vehicle for like a week and survived on, check this out, ketchup packets from McDonald's that he found in his car. So anyway, there you go. This is, we're going to the last box. And action. This is why we like saving these, because that's fun. Unless you're sleeping in the middle of the night. And
well, that's something I would do.
yeah, I know you would. He always scares me every morning. I'm up first. He comes out and he says, oh, yes.
Yeah, I need these.
I know you do. And you're taking some of these home. I actually ordered 4 boxes of these. I'm going to have to go online to see why. I don't know. Maybe the other 2 are coming, or worst case scenario, they ran out and could have only sent me 2. But I'm definitely going to have to check that out. Another thing is, on Amazon, I have Prime, so if you've ever noticed on your Prime membership, when you get to shipping, it'll say save $1 on this item, but they give that dollar to you as a digital credit, and they do allow you to use the digital credits. Say if you have 4 $1 digital credits, you can spend that on a $4 item and get it free. So what I did was, I wanted 4 boxes. This is a 4-pack, but I wanted 4 4-packs. So because they were giving me a $1 digital credit, I guess I was trying to beat the system. And I placed the order, placed it again, placed it again, placed it again. So I did 4 separate orders. And when you do that, when you get that digital credit, they say that they're going to ship your items together, and hey, thanks for letting us do that, but we'll give you a dollar credit. So I'm wondering if, which I have had them do before, cancel an order as a duplicate order, thinking that I placed it mistakenly. So I did not, so I'm going to have to go online and check, but I liked these. And looky here, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So that's very interesting. These Kleenex antiviral tissues kill 99.9% of cold and flu viruses. And you remember a few videos back, I did the video on the unavailability, and then my research on the unavailability of the Curad antiviral face masks. And they, in that mask, they said that the active ingredient that was inactivating the virus was citric acid. And now look at this. Kleenex antiviral tissues, the active ingredient is citric acid. Now, my daughter and son-in-law they both have bachelors in chemistry, and they both graduated with honors, well, from high school as well as college. No, I'm not bragging. Not bragging. Had nothing to do with it. Their brains are their brains, and their study habits are amazing. But anyway, so I'm going to have to ask them what it is about the citric acid that is inactivating viruses. That's very interesting. And sodium lauryl sulfate, which don't they usually put that in shampoo? So in here there are 4 boxes, and I think this was probably right around $5. It might have been $6 or $5. I'm not real sure. So right around there, which I thought was a good price, especially because one young man that I know, and I'm not mentioning who, since he's been here for a day and a half, has gone through a box of tissues. Wonder who that could be. Could that?
Definitely not me.
Oh, of course not. But it's okay, because what I had him doing was he would blow his nose or sneeze into the tissue, which very good. But then I would have him take a clean tissue and wrap it around the nasty tissue, and then eventually I just gave him a bag and he filled up a bag with them. So that's what we did. But he won't need to wrap a clean tissue around these tissues because they're antiviral. So that's it. That's what we prepped today. And let me know in the comments, what did you prep today? Be blessed, everyone.
What did you prep, subscribers?
Anything else you'd like to say, kiddo?
Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. And
Oh, that's-
thumbs up this video.
Thank you. Okay, listen to the kid. Be blessed, everyone.